Okay, so here we're starting now on this error. Now, with most computer programs, I could have written Python in Notepad or in WordPad or something really simple. And that would have worked. I could have saved and I could run it separately. But the problem with running something in Notepad, even though it's so simple and it's still typing, is it wouldn't have told me if I have any errors running until I'd run the code itself. And that's a bit late at that point. Here, one of the advantages of these environments is it's actually helping me with my error. So what it's doing here is what we call a translate. It's translating the code, and there will be a homework on translating. And down here at the bottom, it's actually telling me where my error is. So when you get an error, what I don't want you to do is straight away put your hand in the air and say, I've got an error, it's all going wrong, fix it for me, because that won't happen in real life. What you need to do is you need to look at these codes and see if they tell you where it's gone wrong. So I look down here at the bottom, and it goes file, blah, 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 line 17 in module, print player 1 and something has rolled out and something and score 1 and a full stop. And that's told me where the error is, and it's highlighted it in this lovely pink, so I can't miss where the error is. But underneath, it's now giving me the actual error code. And these error codes are great because they tell us where we've gone wrong. So I read this and it goes, built-in type error, can't convert int object to string implicitly. I go, oh, hello. That's interesting. What's going on here? Now, int, I'm pretty certain means integer. So it can't convert an integer to a str. str is short for string, and that's text. So that's a string of characters makes text. And I go, oh, hang on, what have I done? Well, player 1, that's int, and then in the speech marks is my string, that's my text, has rolled a, and then I've got another int, an integer, and then I've got another bit of text. So I've got a whole number, some text, a whole number, and some text. And I'm trying to add them all together, and it's going, hang on, you can't do that. That's silly. So it's told me exactly where my error is and why I have an error. Now all I need to do is do a bit of thinking, how do I fix it? Well, I know I can add different integers together, and I know I can add different strings, different texts together in a long line. And if it won't let me add integers and texts together in the same line, I'm going to have to turn something into one of the other bits. So, can I turn has rolled a into a whole number? Well, no, I can't. That's obvious. Can I turn, say, for example, if player 1 rolled a 5, could I turn that into a bit of text? Yes, because 5 isn't just a number, it's text. Look at a phone number. That's not actually a number. That's actually text made from numbers. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these variables, player 1, score 1, player 2, and score 2, and I'm going to convert them into strings for it. That's what it's saying it can't do. Now, the way to do that is very easy. str for string, in curved bracket, close, in curved bracket, and at the end here, str, so that's going to convert to string, in curved bracket, close, convert. So now, I'm just trying to add a string, and then have another string, and put it onto the end of, another one on the end. It's all the same type, it's the same data type now, which is where this type error, so it's a data type error, and it couldn't convert integers and strings, but so I've done it for it, and I've told it I want those to be strings. Now you notice that there's a red button up there, so that means the code is still running. So I'm going to stop the code. Now it's going to error on the second one, but just to test, I can always do that. I run it. What is the name of the first player? Jane. What is the name of the second player? Emma. Jane has rolled a 6. So it worked. I've done my testing, it works. Now what I can do is I can add the same code to the line underneath. And that's what I'd like you to do now, is add all of that code with the string converting to both lines. Have you all got that? Away you go.